It's time for a midweek round in the Championship, round 13. In fact, are you feeling unlucky? Here are my bold predictions. 1. The direct route. The three teams in the Championship this season with the most accurate long balls are Watford, Stoke and Cardiff. Now, we love a bit of stylistic diversity in the second tier, and our trio of accurate long ballers are facing sides all in the bottom 8 for the same metric. Sounds like Swansea v Watford, Stoke v Leeds and Huddersfield v Cardiff could be fun classes in what's sure to be a brisk midweek night as we head towards November. I'm always looking for a win, lose, draw scenario in these trios, but I'm actually struggling for a winner out of Watford, Stoke and Cardiff here. So let's do it this way round, and I boldly predict the following for the long ball leaders: Cardiff to win at Huddersfield, Watford to draw at Swansea, and Stoke to lose at home to Leeds. 2. O'Neill appeal. The two-time European Cup winning midfielder Martin O'Neill has been appearing regularly in my YouTube feed with his appearances on TalkSport, and his managerial lineage is all over a couple of our midweek fixtures. O'Neill managed both Leicester and Sunderland, who meet at the King Power in what should be a great game on Tuesday. Meanwhile, on the same night, O'Neill's first ever second-tier club, Norwich, face off against in-form Middlesbrough. It's hard to do anything bold predictions-wise when it comes to Leicester right now, because they don't look like they're going to lose any time between now and, I don't know, Easter. Norwich versus Borough is probably a harder call. Let's try and stack this up with a goal prediction too then, to make things interesting. I boldly predict Leicester to beat Sunderland, go figure, and Norwich to draw with Middlesbrough with a combined total of 7 goals in the 2 games. 3. High rollers. The names leading the way in the Championship for goals per 90 are not necessarily the same ones leading the way in the top scorers charts. Out in front are Lukas Jukovic of Birmingham, Caden Jackson of Ipswich. Not necessarily first 11 players, but very much capable to contribute when called upon. Both Birmingham and Ipswich aren't in action until Wednesday night, with Blues hosting Hull and Ipswich heading to Bristol City. Now, who knows how much we'll see of either or both Jackson or Jukovic, but let's back them to boost their already impressive numbers under the circumstances. I boldly predict both Jukovic and Jackson to register either a goal or assist this round. Let's be honest, probably from the bench. And speaking of the Ipswich bench, I didn't get the chance to tell you how my predicted 11 did on the Fan Hub app from the Rotherham game, because the Rotherham game didn't happen. So I've done it all over again for the Bristol City match. You can do the same and enter the Perfect Predictor challenge, but you need to download the app first, and you'll need my golden ticket code to sign up. That's Ben-CU7. 4. Something's gotta give. We've got quite a few teams on winless streaks facing one another this midweek. Rotherham v Coventry throws up a combined 8 games without a win. West Brom v QPR 9, and Plymouth v Sheffield Wednesday a monstrous 17 combined winless matches between its combatants. Obviously, we're dealing with our bottom 3 here, and they are frankly the ones responsible for the vast majority of these winless games. I said something's got to give, but it hasn't really, and the winless streaks can all continue, can't they, with a few draws. But we definitely want some movement from our bottom 3, or else this could get really boring really quickly at the bottom this season. As bold as I can be is to call on one of the bottom 3 maybe to end their winless streak. Let's go with this, and a big surprise at the Hawthorns. QPR to be the only one of the 6 sides we've mentioned to end their winless streak. So that's QPR to win at West Brom, Rotherham v Coventry and Plymouth v Sheffield Wednesday, both unhelpful draws. 5. The sequel. Preston and Millwall played out a 1-1 draw in the lunchtime kickoff on Saturday. It was fairly nondescript and fairly tight, and under the circumstances really, with Preston on a losing run and Millwall's managerial position vacant, probably not a bad result for both sides. How will the two sides follow it up though? Well, they're both at home. Millwall host Blackburn in a repeat of that final day epic from last season at Rovers won 4-3 to deny the Lions a playoff spot. Preston hosts Southampton, and although it's been nearly 15 years since the two met at Deepdale in the second tier, that game was also pretty box office, with Saints coming back from 2-0 down to win 3-2. Let's go for history to repeat itself on both counts then. Millwall v Blackburn and Preston v Southampton, both away wins by 1 goal, with both teams to score in both matches. There you have it. That's another round of bold predictions for this latest round of Championship games. Let me know what you think of mine, or better still, get your own down there in the comments. Before you do that, you might just want to remind yourself exactly what went down at the weekend. Easy, click here to see my hot takes video from round 12, which should still be very fresh in the memory.